Okay, here's my mission for today. I'm going to get this motor out, and well, that's it. That's my whole mission, is get this motor out and get it inside, create a space inside where I can work, and then get it all apart. This motor is going to go in that car over there. One of the fun things about this for me, makes it very challenging. This car's been sitting in the same spot for 20 years. You can tell by the tree that grew up through the bumper there. That motor's locked up tighter than a tick, and it's not a problem. And what I mean by that is, on Volkswagen you split the case half in two. If I can get that motor out and get it all apart, it may be rebuildable depending on what kind of shape I find the crankshaft journals to be in and the crankshaft itself. But the first step is to get it out, and it's raining today, you may can tell. I'm out here under the tree. This is like complete shade tree mechanicism going on right here. But it's been 30 years since I pulled one of these motors out. I used to could do it fairly quickly, about 30-45 minutes I could have one in and out. But it's been a while, and this one's full of dirt. If you look down in there at all, you can see it's just right piled full of crap. So yeah, it's going to be a nasty job just because it's so dirty. And plus, this isn't. Plus, I got this big bumper hitch thing that somebody made that runs up under the engine. I got to figure that out. So that's going to be a little bit of a project, but I can do it. We'll see how the weather gets. If it gets too bad raining, I'll run from it. But as long as it ain't too bad, let's see how much work we can get done. It'd be ideal if I could get it out of here and get it inside the garage before the rain gets too heavy. So we'll give that a try and see how that goes. Okay, now that I've got the hood off, I'm going to make myself a little video to remind me where all the wires go and come from. I've got a good sized wire that comes out of the firewall here, attaches to the spot here on the where this resistor connects, just below that voltage regulator. I've got another big wire with a blue plug on it that goes over here and back through the firewall. So what I'm going to do is, I should be able to detach this wire and detach that wire, set them over to the side. They should be pretty easy to recognize where they go. That should be fairly easy. Over here I've got this blue wire that runs out and runs down here to the bottom of the distributor. That should be, I'm thinking, my oil pressure gauge wire. I've got this black wire that runs to the bottom side of the coil, and I should identify the bottom side as plus or minus, which is a little bit hard to do from here. The other side coil wire runs down to let's see, it looks like that runs down to the distributor, which makes sense. That's what it should be. So this wire that runs to the oil is kind of green with a stripe on it. This wire that runs to the distributor is a plug-in wire, and it's black. Also, off of that wire there's another wire that runs to the carburetor, which makes sense to me. That's all fairly simple and easy. I don't really think I need to mark those. I think I can keep track of them. I guess the next thing to do, go ahead and disconnect those wires, get this trailer hitch out from under this thing. Now jack it up, get up under it, get the trailer hitch out from under it, pull the oil plug on it, drain any oil out of it that's in it, and then we'll see where we're at after that. I'm not sure if I have to remove any sheet metal from up top here. I don't think I do. I think on, I know on a later model engine they had a cover here, but this one doesn't seem to have had one. There's not even a bolt for one. So I think this will all drop down without pulling any of the sheet metal off. So I believe once I get these wires loose, I've got to disconnect the gas line here and save all this stuff. That should be, and I got to push that back through the fan shroud there. And geez, I guess after that I'm ready to unbolt this thing and drop it down. I love how simple these are. And as far as simple Volkswagen engines go, this is probably about one of the simplest because it's one of the oldest. This thing is so full of crap. You can see the bottom, the flywheel. This isn't the flywheel, but this bottom pulley down here is just buried in squirrel crap, and this part back here is just buried in rat nest crap. So I mean, a lot of little animals have made themselves a nice home in this thing while it's been sitting around. So sorry, they got to move out now. It's time for me to move in.